This is Kathy Biehl of Empowermentunlimited.net with Astro-Insight for the week of January 14, 2019. We are between worlds. We are between eclipses. We are between processes, one way of being and another way of being. We are in a massive and protracted gear shift. We're still coming to grips with the powerhouse Capricorn new moon, which was a sandwich between the planet of adulting and responsibility and the planet of death and rebirth, which has been forcing us to commit to, act responsibly regarding, and pare down our long-term goals. We're well into feeling the effects of the coming lunar eclipse, which is going to wrap up or begin the wrapping up of a 2.5-year process in revisiting our own ability to love and express ourselves, getting more comfortable with that, and finding our place in the greater community. The challenge of being a unique individual in a pack. A gigantic and apparently consistent wild card is at play, awakening us to different possibilities, tilting our perspectives, throwing in monkey wrenches and new elements, breaking chains apart. Even we didn't realize that we had chains. Taking elements off the table, out of play, requiring do-overs, different ways of looking at things. And we're doing this while we're navigating ongoing fog. Some of the fog is escapist, some of it's filled with lies, some of it is confusing, some of it is incredibly inspired and taking us off into dreams, waking dreams that are delicious and wonderful. And that foggy influence is the bookend of the week. It's coming off Neptune, the transcendent, Neptune who unhooks us from normal, tangible, physical experience, operating currently at 11, maybe even higher these days. At the beginning of the week, we have openings to access some of that fog in a way that I wouldn't say invades, maybe softens, imbues, infiltrates our thoughts, our words, our messages. There may be a message from beyond, from spirit, from inspiration, from a guide, whatever you like. Dreams could send you info that you need. There might be openings to actually speak or hear love, compassion, forgiveness, incredible artistry. And the bookend to this at the weekend is a link between this guy, the planet of higher love, and the planet of mere mortal love, the goddess of love, Venus, who rules how we get along with each other, what we value, including money, relationships, creativity. They're moving into a hard, clashing aspect that demands action, could lead to a sense of glamour, to heightened romance, to really fooling yourself about what's going on, but I don't think so, given some other things that are happening. So just know, the end of the weekend brings as this target basically a chick flick atmosphere, Hallmark Channel movie atmosphere. And if you don't have something juicy happening in the relationship front, do not send me emails saying, but it didn't happen for me. Look at how sweetness and love and gentleness inveigled their way into your existence over the weekend, okay? Before then, we'll be very high energy. On the 18th, Venus and Mars, goddess of love and the god of war, are getting along really, really well. This is heart and will, heart and action, working in concert, wanting something, going after it. And Venus being in fiery Sagittarius, she's a bit of a huntress. She could start it on her own, and then the masculine impulse says, woo-hoo-hoo, Captain Kirk on the way, bam, and makes it happen, whatever it might be. This could be really exciting for interpersonal relationships. It could simply get you up and running through the fog, of course. And you may do something a little unusual for yourself. There may be something daring going on because the guy that throws the lightning bolts, Uranus, is demanding that each of us break out of something having to do with our perceptions of ourselves. There's something freeing here. You might have a lock break open, especially on a lock that you might not have even known was there. Something comes unchained, something in your concept of yourself just kind of detonates, and you go, why not? And take a big chance. This leads the way for the sun, which is the body that's receiving this hit, moving into the sign of Aquarius, which is ruled by the guy who's throwing the lightning bolts, Uranus. All of which is a way to say that as we get into the weekend, the sun moves into Aquarius on the 20th, and we enter a little bit more of an objective, detached mode at the same time that the fog machine is really, really going on with glamour, romance, fantasy, la la land. And the other piece of the weekend is, even though Venus is running around saying what she wants and pouncing, going after things, even though Venus is caught in this lovely, lovely vision of Fantasyland, she's also acting responsibly, making choices, bringing a containment, bringing a container to what she's been going after. This could bring milestones in relationship dealings, agreements, some kind of structure, stability, grounding. Put it all together and see if you don't have a lot of fun and at the same time find yourself committing to something maybe creative, maybe artistic, maybe makes you feel elevated, lifts you up out of the normal everyday, maybe feels a bit like a dream. The homing thought of the week, lead with your heart. Song of the week. First, the song is from way back in Madonna's catalog. I think the end of the 80s. It's called Dear Jessie. And in honor of Venus and Mars, I will be posting a link to my Spotify playlist for them so you can listen to all kinds of fiery Venus and Mars songs. And the image of the week is the Eight of Wands, all of these different wands flying through the air with energy, enthusiasm, maybe the arrows of love. And you're watching them with rose-colored glasses. You'll find more about all of this in my 2019 Astro Overview talk and also my Eclipse talk, each of which is available in the classes section of my site, Empowermentunlimited.net, where you can also sign up for my mailing list and book a session with me. My forecast for the Leo full moon lunar eclipse will be up before the weekend. You'll also find bonus content at patreon.com/Kathy Biehl, and I'm deeply grateful to my supporters at that site who are keeping Astro-Insight from going behind a paywall. You can be one of them for as little as $1 a month. Talk to you next week.